This event is here to celebrate, connect, and grow one of the most important sectors of our economy, the technology sector in Canada and in Toronto.
Number one.
Machine learning is a field where computer programmers have defined a system that can learn on its own. And you don't really know what it's learning, but it's learning to predict a certain outcome that the designer is designing it to predict.
The approach which we're currently taking is building models that explain other models. So models that, while humans can't interpret a neural net's decision or a neural net's current configuration, a machine learning model might be. And so that's what we're looking at right now. Number two.
As that volume of data increases, it actually becomes impossible for us mere humans to actually understand the volume of that data. When you start taking machine learning, the more data you have, the better it gets. If you've ever been to Bangkok, it is one of the most congested cities in the world. They take this real-time stream of the traffic pattern in Bangkok. They use AI to forecast what that traffic will look like 10 minutes in the future, as well as take weather data. Is there a monsoon about to happen, because they know what streets are going to flood. And then they feed that information to the first responders. So that if you're having a heart attack, you've called for an ambulance, and that ambulance is trying to navigate its way through the most congested city in the world, it knows where the traffic is going to be 10 minutes ahead of time, which means it saves minutes in its trip time, and minutes means saved lives.
Number three.
What would it mean to have, for example, a city with an API right from the beginning? Infrastructure management, generalizing from the ways that buildings are run to running an entire place with sensors and controls and optimization.
Number four.
That money is not taxpayer money. It's a donation from Bloomberg Philanthropies. And we created the Civic Innovation Office.
Part of the Civic Innovation Office is casting that net of creating a cultural change. A cultural change to say it's okay to try some things differently. It's okay to fail within a controlled environment. It's okay to think differently, think big, think like a designer. We're using sonar and radar and closed circuit TV to gather all this data. When you sum up the pieces of that data, that now has put us in a position to start exploring augmented reality.
Number five.
Toronto is one of the world's largest hubs for AI.
It's remarkable to think that Siri and self-driving cars, all of that is enabled by breakthroughs that happen only a kilometer away from here.
And when we contacted the Americans who wanted to come to Toronto, we asked them why. And they said, Toronto's great, it's cool, it's a rocket ship, as we talked about. There's a lot of tech opportunity here, and it's not the US.